Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody is having a phenomenal and fantastic Tuesday morning. Today is Tuesday, almost the middle of the week. Man, I'm excited. I'm amped up. I want to thank everybody for their questions yesterday, and I want to thank you for dropping comments, for sharing, for liking, for contacting me. I had a bunch of phone calls yesterday with people asking questions regarding the post that we had done, and today's theme, if you will, today's topic, better said, is three things you should have when considering a mortgage. Three things you should have when considering a mortgage, and you know, a lot of people, the very first thing they think of is, and I'm sure you're probably thinking about it right now. Just think about it. What are three things you should have, you, your client, your friends, your family, think of when considering a mortgage? I mean, the very first thing a lot of people think of is income. You know, oh, well, I need to have a job. You know, I need to have credit. That's the second thing. You know, I need to have a down payment maybe. And, you know, a lot of times those three things or four things that you may have thought about, you know, yes, that's important, but think about it. I'm not talking about quality. I'm not talking about qualifying. I'm talking about things you as a consumer should have, tools, resources you should have when looking for a mortgage, okay? So I'm on my morning walk. Thank you guys so much for joining me on my morning walk. Hopefully I'm encouraging people to take a early morning walk with me. So if you're walking, you know, what's the first thing you think of when you're walking? You know, this is a great time to think. This is a great time to brainstorm. It's a great time to start your day off. I mean, who's making phone calls at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning? You're planning your day. You're looking for motivation. You're looking for something to keep you amped up. So hopefully you guys watch these videos with me in the morning. You're having a morning walk, and I help you guys create ideas, especially if you're a current home shopper. You're looking for a mortgage and you don't know what to do, and you're looking for, you know, answers. You're looking for solutions. Well, hopefully this video helps you out, and today's topic brings some enlightenment to what your next steps should be. So, three things you should consider when looking for a mortgage. You know, and again, while a lot of people might think of credit, while a lot more people might think of income, and while a lot of people think about down payment, those are great things to consider, but they are related to qualifying for mortgage. And I'm not talking about quality. I'm talking about resources. I'm talking about tools. Okay. So I'd like for you guys to first off, if you can hear me, and you're on here, give me a thumbs up or give me a like or tell me that you can hear me. Okay. I'm going to give you a few minutes to just type in a comment down below if you can hear me. Thank you guys for joining, whoever's on here during our walk. And I want to talk about three things you should have when considering a mortgage loan. Okay. Now, you know, if you know the answer, go ahead and type it down as well. If you've thought of an answer, if you thought of what, you know, that one or two or third thing might be, go ahead and drop your comment down below as well. I like to hear what your ideas are. There is no right or wrong answer here, guys. You know, whether you did think the very first thing is income, that's fine. Drop your comment. I want to see it. If the second thing was, you know, employment, that's fine. Drop your comment. Okay. If the third or fourth thing or first thing was credit, drop your comment. I want to see it, guys. I want to see some activity. I want to see some questions being asked. You know, I want to create a forum where we're going back and forth. We're actually dialoguing, okay? I think that's a great idea. It's almost like, you know, sitting down at a table and talking with someone at your leisure, at your convenience, while you're walking, while you're on your way to work, while you're driving your kids to school safely, by the way. Hopefully you're in the car line, okay? You're actually driving. I don't want to be the cause of any incidents, but, you know, hopefully you bring some, you know, this brings some enlightenment. Hopefully this brings some answers to a lot of people's questions. All right. I'm going to be deep diving into a lot of things, guys. And, you know, this isn't something that's, you know, that's regularly educated or regularly brought to consumers. I don't know why. You know, this is a great thing, a great tool. It's free. I'm offering you free information. Take advantage of it. I'm not charging you a dime. I'm looking out for your best interest. I would love for you guys to be a much better educated consumer. You know, I say this all the time. If you guys know my quote by now, hopefully you do, a well-educated consumer or a well-informed consumer is going to what? Is going to make a well-informed decision. How many times have you been in a position where you've had to make a decision, whether it was to apply for a credit card, whether it was to purchase a car, whether it was to purchase a home? Perhaps this isn't your first time buying a house. And you just felt like you didn't have enough information. You didn't have enough information on the product that you were applying for and the product that you were considering and purchasing. You know, it could have been something as easy as purchasing an appliance, you know? And you're like, man, I really love this appliance because of the brand name, but this one looks much better. Why would I want to purchase one versus the other? And, you know, again, it goes back to being a well-informed consumer making a well-informed decision. So again, a well-informed or well-educated consumer is going to make a well-informed, well-educated decision. All right? So if you agree with me, if this adds value to what you believe, please give me a thumbs up. You know, give me a like, drop a comment, okay? So hopefully you guys have considered, if you've just joined this this live, Facebook Live, what I'm talking about are three things, three very important things you as a consumer, or if you're a real estate professional, your client should consider when purchasing a home and obtaining a mortgage loan. There are three things you should consider having, or you should have, before applying for a mortgage loan. And I'm going to give you those three things here momentarily. I'm just giving you guys enough time to type your answers below. What are those three things? What's the first thing that came to your mind? Was it income? Go ahead, write it down. Type it down, okay? Was it credit? If that was the first thing that came to mind or the second thing that came to mind, type that down, okay? Was it a down payment? Was it employment? Okay? What are these three things that you're thinking about right now? I'm going to give you the answer here momentarily. Okay, while you guys think about it, while you guys type in your answers, I want you to know that the reason why I'm doing these videos is because I want to add value to your life. I want to add value to the choices that you're making right now in regards to purchasing a home and obtaining a mortgage. You know, if there's anything I can do is help you build that confidence and help you understand that, yes, there's a way, you know, there's an opportunity, there's a door. Okay, you can purchase a home. You can obtain a mortgage. Okay? So what are these three things you need to know when you should have, better said, when considering a mortgage loan? Okay, you guys ready? Number one are choices. Choices, guys. Yes. I've probably just blown some people's minds. The very first thing you should consider, very first of the three, very first thing you should consider, and you should know you should have, are choices. What do you mean choices, Rob? What are you talking about? Why should I have choices? What choices are you talking about? Well, I'm going to give you a number one reason right now why choices are very, very important. Choices are important because you have the ability to choose between working with a banker, a lender, or a mortgage broker. Okay? A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people think, hey, first, I want to buy a house. You know, what's the first stop I should make? I should talk to my realtor first. Should I go talk to my bank first? You know, people are confused during that initial process. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy making this choice. It's not, if you're not seeking advice from the right individuals, that's the number one flaw. That's the number one mistake. That's the one fail. Fail. It is fail safe, but it's the number one thing that people, they have a challenge with. It's who should I talk to first? Well, if you're looking for a mortgage, the very, very, very first person you should speak to is a mortgage professional. All right. So you have choices here. What's a banker? What's a mortgage banker? Well, you're a brick and mortar, banking professional who dedicates his or herself to, mortgage loans. A mortgage banker is someone that you're going to find at your brick and mortar local bank. Okay, whether you bank there, whether you don't, whether you were told to go there. At the end of the day, a mortgage banker, someone who's who is a professional in that area, you're going to find them at your local bank, a brick and mortar bank. Now, what's the difference between a mortgage banker and a lender? Is that a banker works for that specific bank. It's a retail bank, and they only work for that specific bank. They can only offer you solutions that are, based off of that bank's criterias, that bank's requirements, that bank's specific, requirement, if you will. All right. They also do checking accounts. They open savings accounts, and they'll offer you an IRA, and they'll probably want to. I don't want to say persuade, but encourage you, if you will, to start up other services because of the convenience of making your payments from your account, online banking, all that good stuff. But that's what a mortgage banker, that's where you would find a mortgage banker. Now, a mortgage lender doesn't work for a brick and mortar bank, these big name boxed banks that you'd find at your corner, at the corner of your street. A mortgage lender works for a specific mortgage company, and they only focus on mortgages, okay? A mortgage lender may or may not have a better choice or option than what your mortgage banker will, but you don't have to worry about them trying to sell you on a CD, IRA, money market account, etc., okay? Now, a mortgage broker, such as myself, I'm licensed in the state of Florida, and so if you're looking at purchasing a home or someone that's looking at purchasing a home in or around the state of Florida, a mortgage broker will be able to actually help you obtain a loan, customize a loan based on your specific need. There's not just one loan, there are several different loans, and we'll talk about that shortly, but a mortgage broker works for you. A mortgage broker doesn't work for the banks. A mortgage broker doesn't work for one specific lender. A mortgage broker works with over 50 different, 60 different, depending on the broker you work with, lenders nationally, and is able to customize a solution for you based on your specific needs, regardless of income, regardless of credit, regardless, there are different options. So you don't have to worry about shopping. You don't have to worry about jumping around. Oh, my bank told me that I'm going to get a loan. That's not the end of the world, guys. A mortgage broker might be able to, help you obtain that loan. So the very, very first thing, and I know when it's a deep dialogue here, but the very first thing you should consider of the three things is your choices. You should know that you have choices. What are your choices? Maybe a bank isn't your first choice because you need credit, or your banker told you that, your lender told you, or your broker told you that you needed to work on your credit, and he or she is guiding you into that, area. That's a choice. Yeah, that's another choice. Who's going to be your credit expert? Who's going to be your budgeting expert? Who's going to be your realtor? You have choices, guys. Which takes me to the second point. A lot of people think, again, income, credit, down payment. No. The second thing is options. You have options. Very important. Options, guys. Well, what are my options? Well, you have different mortgage options. FHA, conventional, USDA, VA, different conventional loan types. Did you know that you don't have to have 20% down to purchase your primary residence? A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people still think they need to save hundreds of thousands of dollars in order to purchase their very first home, which is the reason why they're still sitting in that apartment, paying somebody else's mortgage in their home, living with friends and family because they think they don't have enough money. Did you know that you can possibly use your retirement savings, 401k, IRA to purchase your home and maybe not even be penalized? Speak to your tax advisor about that. All right. Did you know that you could purchase your primary home with as little as maybe 1% down, even 0 down, depending on the area and or your your current situation. If you're a veteran, you don't even have to put anything down. If you live in a remote or what's considered to be rural area, you may not have to put anything down. If you've got excellent credit, okay, and you meet certain debt to income ratios, you may qualify for as little as 1% down. Right now, I mean, I'm promoting this offer. It's an awesome offer. 1% down. You can purchase your home with as little as, wait, you can't see that. There you go. It may be backwards. You can purchase your home with as little as 1% down, guys. It's a no-brainer. Know that you have options. And the third and final point, and I'll close with this, is if you're looking at purchasing a home and considering a mortgage, the third thing that you should have is information. You should be filled with information. Again, it goes back to my motto. I say this and I'll say it over and over again. A well-informed consumer is going to make a well-informed what? A well-informed what? Type it down. If you know it, type it down. A well-informed consumer or a well-educated consumer, go back to that appliance. You're sitting at this appliance center and they want to sell you appliance A versus appliance B, and appliance A looks great because it's a no-name brand. But appliance B is going to be awesome because it's an awesome name brand. But what do you know about it? How do you know appliance A isn't going to be better than appliance B? How do you know that appliance B is probably not going to be as good? Well, if you're a well-informed consumer, you will make a well-informed decision. And same applies with purchasing a home. If you're looking at getting a mortgage, you want to know what your choices are. You want to know what your options are. And you want to be filled with information. Those are the three most important things you should have when considering a mortgage. Okay? Everything else falls in place. Once you know what your choices are and you're speaking to the right mortgage professional, he or she will direct you to what the right options are going to be. And you're going to make the right choice because you've been filled with information. It all comes together, guys. It all comes together. So I hope you found value in this video. I hope you guys take some time out in the morning, afternoon, evening to listen, like, share, comment. If you know somebody who's looking at purchasing a home, is in need of information, share this video with them. He or she may or may not have time because they work late evening shifts and they don't have time to give me a call or reach out to me. Share this video with them, okay? It may provide them with valuable information that you and I didn't even know they needed, okay? I'm Roberto Irizarry. I am your loan officer for life. Why for life? Actually, I'm going to bring another video here another day, and I'm going to explain why. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't start and end here. This is something that starts here. It's our journey for life. It may not be your first home. You may be purchasing a second home. You may want to refinance. You know somebody, etc. I want to be your loan officer for life. So 407-720-4703 is my direct contact number. Give me a shout. Give me a holler. Give me a call. Drop a comment. Whether or not it's related to mortgages, whether it's constructive criticism. I am not your ordinary mortgage professional. It is about 8:30 a.m. right now, Tuesday morning, and I'm going for a walk, then a jog. I need to clean my mind, get myself ready for the day so that I can help you achieve your goals towards the American dream. If you don't have a real estate professional you're working with right now and you need advice, you need guidance, give me a holler. Reach out to me, www.myloanofficer4life.com. Give me a call at 407-720-4703. I'm a licensed loan originator in the state of Florida, NMLS ID 904579, and I'm here to help you purchase a home in or around the state of Florida. And if it's somewhere else, I can connect you with the right professionals. All right. Thanks so much for your time. Have a great rest of the day. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.